Titi, isn't it a glorious morning? But look at that sad old chateau down there. It won't renovate itself. What'd you say? Get Mary Poppins to do it up. Don't be ridiculous. She's off gallivanting with some rotten children again. No, darling, we'll have to do it ourselves. Let's go, shall we? In you go. Practically Petherick in every way. Spit spot, and off we go.
Hold on, TT.
Okay, TT, it's time for you to go and play. Oh, and TT. Shh. Let's do it. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video from Doing It Ourselves. Now we're somewhere really special today, somewhere you'll never see usually. We're actually on the roof of the gardener's cottage. Well, we're not on the roof, we're on a scaffold next to the roof. So let me explain why we're up here. Now this is the chimney for the gardener's cottage. Now the Arga cooker that I have runs on coal. It's very, very good cooker. It was built in 1945. I completely restored it back to brand new condition. And the smoke from the coal goes into a pipe and up this chimney. Now, this is where it gets a bit more interesting. Now, back in the winter, just before spring, I was in my cottage and I noticed that I could smell smoke and sulphur in my bedroom. You know, it got worse and it got worse and it got worse, and I cleaned out the flues from where I could, and it didn't fix it. So I actually got up on the roof with the machine we've got that lifts you up. I don't know what it's called, the Manitou we call it. So I got up here with a big rod with a brush on the end, with the intention of sweeping the chimney, and actually we discovered that not only had all of the bricks on this side of the chimney come loose from the frost, so, you know, this could have just collapsed on somebody. The actual flue pipe that I put in, now I was told it was a really good quality one, guaranteed for like 25 years. It had dissolved. It had completely collapsed in on itself. And it was full of holes right down the full length of the chimney. So unfortunately I had to completely rip out the original flue liner, and since then I've put in this new stainless steel one, and if I just undo it quickly, it all unclips in sections. Da, da, da. Yes, it does, I promise you. You can see that it is a special one that's double walled with insulation in between. It's all high-grade stainless steel. It won't rust. It will last for years. And actually, if I can just put it back on without cutting my hand, actually the flue now draws much better than it ever did. So in actual fact, I've just cut myself. In actual fact, it was a good thing in the end. So anyway, that's fine. The flue line is in. It's all connected up. no problems with that. But now the chimney needs rebuilding, and we need to get, obviously I'm not a bricklayer, I can learn, I'm sure I can learn, but I'm not a bricklayer, Dad is, he knows how to do it, but obviously he's 80, he can get up here, I'm sure, but I don't think he's going to want to carry all the new bricks up and the new chimney pots, because we're going to have new chimney pots. These ones, this one's fine, the original one disintegrated, it fell to pieces. So we need to get bricks up here, we need to get chimney pots up here, let's do it. Right, so on closer inspection of the chimney, I think it's in a much worse state than we anticipated, because not only is it loose here, all these bricks, these ones don't seem so bad, all these ones are loose. Not too bad here, but then all the pointing here is just falling out. You can see here, like it just pulls, well, it did earlier. I think it's okay down to about here, but I think the chimney will need rebuilding from at least here up, all of it. I don't know, this one seems like, that seems really solid. So we might get away with just taking off the loose parts, which are here. I don't know. So I think what we should do is before we bring any, the wind's picking up. I think before we do anything, what I should do is get like a hammer and some sort of chisel, try and take this chimney pot off without destroying it, because we're going to replace this one with an English chimney pot, all the way from England. But it'd be nice to keep this one, because this is an original from the chateau. So if we can get it off without destroying it, that'd be great. The cap's still on there, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, I'm going to get some tools, maybe a bucket to put some rubble in, and then let's do it. Yeah, let's crack on. But we don't, oh, crack on. That bloody catchphrase. I'm going down. Can you hear me from up here? Oh good, you can hear me. The wonders of radio mics. So I've got a chisel, I've got a hammer, I've got a bucket. We just need a bit of rope to attach to the bucket so we can winch things up and down. And luckily I have one just here. There we go. Let's go through here. Okay, so we have the things we need. Whew. Right, now, I'm going to try and start to take this chimney pot off. Well, that seems secure. One gust of wind and somebody's getting a chimney pot on their head. We've been lucky so far. Let's see if I can get it off without... Okay, the chimney is really bad. Right, so that's a chimney pot. came off in one piece, but look at all this. So I guess we should just take them all off. We can't put them here. We'll put them here. We're gonna have to just, if it's loose, oh, there's nothing holding that one on, was there? That one's, don't know what more to that was. Not very strong. It may be a job for later, but I do need to, you know, clean them up so that they're usable again. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Okay. Anything else loose? Yeah. Is anyone familiar with Father Ted? Father Ted, if anyone knows it. Maybe, I don't know if they watch it in America. If you're English, you'll know about it. But there's a, yeah, shoddy work, Ted. Shoddy work. That can't be the frost. What? Lovely bricks. Lovely old bricks. Is anyone down there? No? All right. If there was, and if we hear a scream, if I throw a brick and there's a scream, we know. Oh no. This is not good. Thing is, I did say at the time, I think this chimney might need rebuilding, at least the top, like 3 or 4 foot of it, but we did bring the height down a little bit, but it wasn't enough. This is a disaster. Oh my goodness. Not fit for purpose. Oh. I'm just going to try and stack these a bit neater because I didn't think we'd have this many bricks that needed replacing. So, you okay there, Lola? Yeah. Don't fall. Not until we finish the video. Anyway, doesn't matter. Can't all be the frost. I think it was a bad mix. Dad must have had his Stetson on when he was doing this job. Yeehaw. We could probably take it down to about here, I think, all of it. Probably down to about there. It might be okay after that. And then it's just a nice, clean thing. But the chimney, I don't know if you can see, you see you have this course of bricks that pokes out here. Now the original design of the chimney, it went up, there was a course of bricks that popped out, then they went back in, like you can see here, then there was 4 courses of bricks, and then they stepped out like that and then went back in. So the top of the chimney had this sort of like bowed effect. It was really beautiful, but obviously when they took it down, Dad and Sean, and repaired it, they just put it back up straight. And it always bugged me because it was a really nice design. Obviously it wasn't safe. So it would have gone up like that, and then it would have sort of come out and then back in. And actually, I think that shortening the chimney was bad because the top of the flue or the top of the chimney pot, it should be 2 foot above the roof line, because when the wind blows over the roof, you'll get these air currents that swirl around. Now, if the air comes over the chimney and is swirling here, then the smoke will not blow away. It will just go like that. And you want the smoke to drift away from the roof. So I think it needs bringing back up. And these, because these unclip, you can actually buy little sections and you can add on as much as you want quite cheaply. That probably cost me about 30 euros to add about that much to the flue pipe. So not a problem. But yeah, it needs to be safe, because underneath here is behind that roof is my bed. So if this chimney ever went, it'd land on me. So there we go. And there'll be no more YouTube videos. Wouldn't that be a shame? This isn't the repairs that Dad did. This is old mortar. It's almost like dirt. Shoddy work, Ted. That is just mud. Well, it may have been lime mortar, but to me it looks like mud that was holding this chimney up. So that was a bit of an unexpected shock, because I thought we would just be repairing the top of the chimney, maybe repointing a little bit below that, but I didn't realise it was so bad. I mean, we've got so many bricks on here now, the weight on top of this scaffold tower, I don't want to add much more to it. So we've lost, what, a metre? About 3 foot, maybe with the chimney pot, we've lost about 3.5 feet of the chimney. This part here seems pretty secure. I think if we just repoint the chimney from here down, I think we'll be okay. I think the whole weight of the new part of the chimney that needs to be rebuilt, plus the mortar on top, will lock it all together, and the weight pushing down on it will hold it and it won't go anywhere. These bricks won't pop out. But we've removed the worst of it. And as you can see here, we've got down to a nice flat bed. They probably would, if I hit them with a hammer, they'd pop out, but actually they seem pretty secure right the way down to there. So we just need to rebuild with the chimney pot, that much of the chimney. Okay. All right, well, That's not going to happen tonight. I think it's going to rain. So what my job in the morning will be, because this wasn't the project for this video, we had another project planned for this video, but it looks like, you know, we haven't got a choice. So we're just going to do it. We'll just do it. Let's do it. Because what else have we got to do around here? Anyway, so tomorrow morning I'm going to get up here. What I'll do is I'll get up here and I'll, with the little, I don't know if you call that a chisel or a bolster, or I don't know what it is, hammer, we'll get all of the bricks, chip off the old mortar and brush them off. Maybe have a bucket of water up here to clean them off, and then I'll stack them all really neatly. We do have some more of these bricks somewhere else. There's some in the greenhouse, in the floor of the greenhouse. They're not the original floor, but they're from an old fireplace in there. But they're the same bricks, so we can salvage some bricks from there. So we don't need to buy any new bricks. All this is going to cost us is like a bag of cement or lime mortar or whatever we're going to use. So actually, it's a very cheap job. It's just time. The trap door has got bricks on it, so we're going to have to climb under. Oh, I've just banged my knee. Here we go. There's no chimney now, there's just Lola. Or just leave it like that, leave the pipe poking out of the roof. No, we need to rebuild it. Okay, right, I'm gonna go and consult with Papa Pefrick, see what he says about it, and yeah. Can you hear me, Lola? Can you hear me? Oh, Lola, you're a star with a smile so bright and light up the night. See that? Making songs up now. We could doing it ourselves, the musical. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Right, anyway, let's talk bricks. So the original chimney height was reduced 4 years ago by about a foot. And I would like the chimney to be put back to the same design and same height that it originally was, obviously much stronger. So we're going to need more bricks. Now these bricks are about sort of turn of the century, about 120 years old, because the cottage, I'll explain really briefly, the cottage originally used to be a stable for 2 cart horses. The entrance was on the other side, that was bricked up. Now you can see there used to be these arched windows here. Now there was 3 of those, and they were to let air in for the horses. Now obviously they're usually sort of above horse head height, but they're just to keep the stable aired out, but they've been bricked up. And what they did is they converted it into a cottage by adding a door and 3 windows on the front. They added a little extension on the back, which is where my bathroom is. And they also raised the roof line slightly where where the wall meets the roof, the eaves, whatever you call it. So that was raised slightly. So it was converted into a cottage. It was a stable before. So that at that point, that's when the chimney was added to the cottage, because obviously stables don't need a chimney, do they? So these are the bricks from the chimney. You can see they have a name, B-R-Y, Bry or Brie. I don't know, how would you say that, Lola, in French? Brie, yeah, so that was the make. Now, I know for a fact that there are some other bricks in the greenhouse. I don't know if they're the same type of brick. They might be a different make, but if they're the same size, we can reuse those ones to add the extra height back up. So let's go into the greenhouse and have a look. Pull these up, there we go. I think it's just started to rain, but this part of the greenhouse has glass in it, so we're going to be okay. We'll be dry down here. So just here, let's have a look, because underneath these weeds, you know, I cleared these weeds out and now they're back, so I need to do that again. In the wall of the greenhouse is this, which was the original heating system for the greenhouse. Now, there would have been a fire in here. There's a grate. You can see the grate is still there. And this curved piece of metal was actually hollow. You can see this rusted through. So there was a hollow cavity in there. And this pipe went into that. And this pipe also went down and into that. So they would have lit a fire under here. I imagine the flue would have been the other side of the wall and the smoke would have gone outside. And then water would have passed between these two pipes, which would probably be connected to a really long pipe, that sort of size, that ran the length of the greenhouse, and then hot water would have circulated to heat it in the winter. Now, obviously, this is rusted through many, many years ago and is no longer in use, but we are going to put a wood-burning stove back in here, so it will be heated once more. Now, these bricks, if I can get them out, well, there's one. So it doesn't look to be the same make, but are they the same size? They look about the same. Close enough. Let's see if I can get another one out. So that's a brick. There is a name, which I can't read because it's too muddy. Anyway, let's compare brick sizes. They're about the same. They're pretty much the same width. And are they the same depth? Must be a standard size. They're basically identical in size, and I imagine underneath that they'll be the same colour. So that's great because we can reuse some of these bricks to replace the missing ones, and then we're not using new ones. Yeah, I think we can use those. Lovely. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've probably got about 20, I'd say in there's probably about 20 bricks. There's some in the wall, but I'm not going to chip those out. What we could do, actually, they don't, yeah, look, there we go. These ones could probably just be pulled out. I don't think the wall will collapse without them. This probably wants to be rebuilt with stone anyway, so we just need to rebuild it now. So there we go. So I know there's bricks there, but in the meantime, we've had a baby arrival at the chateau. So let's go. So we're in the basement of my parents' cottage. My cottage is just over there somewhere. Sadly, mine doesn't have a basement. That would be really nice. It'd be a bit of extra space. But anyway, so I just want to introduce to you. Oh, come on, Mama. Oh, no, okay. So this is my cat, Daisy. I found her last year on the street as a stray kitten. And I took her in, but she was wild when I got her, and she was really vicious. She bit me quite a few times. But we're friends now, aren't we? Daisy, go say hello to everyone. So Mama got pregnant, didn't you? She comes into the house, fine if the door's open, but if you close the door of the house while she's in there, she freaks out. So she was born outside. She's an outside cat, but obviously she's got plenty of nice warm places to sleep. All these little basements. Oh, you're a lovely girl, aren't you? But you had some babies. Where are your babies? So, oh, we've got one little baby. She's sort of a mixture of tabby and she's got some ginger patches. Is there another one? We've got this one, a little white one with this very pale, like looks almost pink. Little markings. All right, okay. It's okay, you're safe. Right, okay. So we'll put you back. And then there's this little one, which I think is a boy. He's black, but he also has some sort of faint stripes like tabby, black and white one. It's a nice little boy. And then we also have another, a calico. I think she's a calico cat, like her mother. So we've got 4 more cats. So when they're big enough, they can all have the snip. So we don't have millions of cats. Because with these ones, we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 9 cats with these ones now. So, unless we find homes for them, but they can all stay here if they're all done. So there's plenty of space for them, plenty of food to go around. So we've got new little kittens and we've got new baby chickens. So we just need some baby rabbits now. Anyway, so let's we've got so many jobs to do. I don't know what to do next. So let's work out what we're going to do, and we'll see you in the next part of the video. So let's do it. So you have to just do that. In every way.